Hi everybody, Tina here with Loving Life's Little Blessings, and I just wanted to share with you guys, I'm getting ready to start on my calendars. So there's a little bit of prep work that I do for each calendar. I do two of them. Mainly I do two of them. I do one for my mom and one for my grandma, and sometimes, some years I do a third one for a close friend of ours. This year I'm just doing two, my mom and my grandma. So what I do is I put a sticky note with their name on it, and for the most part I do each calendar the same. That just saves me time. So I have two calendars, like this will be my mom's. There's probably a sticky note on it already. Yeah, mom. I got these calendars from Close to My Heart. They are by far the very best calendars that I have found. So I have a Close to My Heart consultant that I get items from. I don't get a lot from, but there's certain items like these calendars that I really love and I get from her, and it works out great. So I put the name of the person on the calendar because there's certain pictures that I just use for certain calendars. So then the next thing I do is with a pencil, I go in and I write the month. So January, February, March. And I do this because as I'm working on these calendars, this has happened to me in the past where I have actually skipped a month, like the pages have stuck together or something. So all of a sudden I'm working like on March and it's really supposed to be April or it's supposed to be February. And then that is a pain. So I go through with a pencil right away and I just write the months so that I don't get confused. And then this year I'm doing something a little bit different and I'm rounding the bottom corners. So I'm going through and doing that. So then let me just show you, I haven't really started the design of these yet. I'm just kind of in the planning process. But what I have done is, like, this is going to be my grandma's January calendar page, and then this is going to be my mom's. So it's kind of basically the same color scheme and the basic same theme, like I'm doing snowman and snowflakes for January. And so then I'll just do January together and then I'll move on to February. And then I have some pre-made layouts that I've already done throughout the year. Specifically, I have one for my grandma that I did the layout and I was like, oh, this just reminds me of my grandma. The colors are colors that she loves. So I set it aside and then I'll use that in one of the months. So what happens is I just, like this, I did 12 by 12 piece of early espresso, and then I trimmed down this designer paper, and I'll just put this right in here just like this. I use ATG adhesive to put it down. That's what works best. Sometimes I use spray adhesive because that you can get a wider surface area when you're using spray adhesive. And then also what I'm going to do this year, because I'm all the way at the end of the year, basically, we're in November and I'm just now doing these, I'm not going to add any of the photos as I go. I'm just going to do the background, the basics, layers, and then I'm going to go through and decide which photos I want, and I'm gonna have them printed all at once. So probably like the first week of December I will just send off to get photos printed, and I'm sure it'll be about 100 or 120 photos, and I'll send off to get those printed, and then I'll just get them through the mail. And the last thing I'll do is I'll sit down, trim up photos, chop up photos, and place them on my calendars. So I'm going to be sharing my whole process this month. We'll do it'll be almost just like traditional scrapbook page layouts. And so I will do some of those on camera, but I'll be sharing with you guys throughout the month. So this is my prep work for this. You can go right on over to my website and I'll list all of my steps out where you can see them, and then also I'll link where to, get some of the products that I'm using or some of the items that I'm using. So anyways, thanks guys so much for coming by, and make sure you check out my blog this month. 30 blog posts in November, so one every single day, new projects and lots of fun. So make sure you head over there. Thank you guys so much for coming by, and I will talk to you later.